Was it strength when he dodged the draft? Was that strength? Was it strength when he made fun of service members as losers and suckers and McCain publicly?
I don't know about that.
Was it strength when he made fun of a disabled reporter? Was that strength?
I take the mick out of disabled people all the time. It's funny.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on, Wendy?
Yeah, hi. How's it going?
Doing all right. What's your take?
So I'm a Trump supporter. I've got dual nationality, and I guess I haven't really spoken about what's happened much with anyone really, but I think I just want to get to know what goes through the brains of someone who thinks Biden is okay to be
logic
president.
and reason and an understanding of history and math, science,
comprehension,
typically empathy. It's typically what goes through my head. I would have to wonder what goes through the head of somebody that thinks that Donald Trump, the person with 34 felonies that wants to bang his daughter and says that Hannibal Lecter endorsed him, is a sane candidate.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I respond to Trump positively. I have this worldview that the world is run by the Illuminati. We've got the deep state; they control everything.
Fucking Christ. Okay, listen.
Okay,
man.
Donald Trump enables the deep state.
Detached from reality.
I always so if let's say the media
Listen,
doesn't.
I'm just gonna stop you. The Illuminati doesn't
that.
exist, man. The Illuminati doesn't exist. It's for people that don't understand politics, they don't understand political structures and how institutions form.
What can be said about someone who doesn't think the Illuminati exists? It's obvious the deep state controls the country. Your
the
country,
Illuminati absolutely does not exist. Can you tell me what campaign finance is and why it's important and affects our elections?
Campaign finance.
Yeah.
Well, it's where companies and individuals can donate a lot of money for someone's trial, and they're usually corporate interests. So
right.
Are they beholden to the corporations? Or the people?
Yep. So we can track payments made to candidates and how they vote. It doesn't require the Illuminati or someone that's unknown.
The idea of the deep state. What do you think of that?
What?
I think Donald Trump enables it.
It's a silly, ridiculous thing to make people more distrustful of government so corporations can come in and take over. That's what it is. It's just a common thing that Trump likes to use to make it like, oh, don't look at my corruption. We're going to take out their corruption when there isn't, He's just full of shit, man, and he cons you thoroughly.
Yeah. What is your understanding of the deep state? Is it a secret cabal of the wealthy elites and global corporations?
I think it's like corporations that try and get their things that they want for their business.
Right. So why does Donald Trump want to cut their taxes?
Because that's conservatism, isn't it? They tend to be like, oh, we live in a capitalist. If you've earned your money, if you've made your money,
but doesn't that benefit the deep state?
I guess so, but Trump speaks to the disenfranchised people.
I'll be right. Yeah, I know. The billionaire speaks to the disenfranchised by begging them for money every single day. Yeah. That's very. I'll be right back.
Seriously.
What do you guys think of obviously what happened the other day with the assassination?
How do you not see the
He died? This is news to me.
Or the attempted assassination, sorry.
What about it?
Yeah, I thought it was sad that a Republican is now trying to kill another Republican, but that's typical of the party. If you guys are violent.
So you don't think it's staged?
The minute he survived it, he politicized it, which I thought was gross and not called for, but he did it anyway. So
if you think it's staged, then that only serves to Donald Trump's benefit.
Oh, I don't think it's staged. I just, I've just seen a pattern where if you're a Biden supporter and left and woke, you think it's staged, and Donald Trump did it because it would be politically good for him. Which is funny because I'm a conspiracy theorist. I love a conspiracy theory, and I'm often the one getting told you're crazy, you're mad, you shouldn't think that. And now it's the opposite. It's like that's crazy. You're saying it's staged, and I'm like the sensible one, but. if you guys don't think it's staged, then I don't think I've got a discussion there. But I thought, wow, like, you know, he's been assassinated. He's had like all these charges trumped up against him. He
died? This is news to me.
Sorry, attempted assassination. But yeah, he's had the lawfare done to him. Like, he's been attempted assassinated. The guy's an absolute legend.
He's such a victim.
He's had everything coming to him. I'm not endorsing what happened to him on Saturday. That's not what I'm saying. But in terms of the law catching up to him, in terms of the charges pressed up against him, I don't know why in any other instance, if this was any other person, if this was a Democrat, that we would hold them not to the same standards. In fact, we just saw Bob Menendez out of Jersey is now resigning, was found guilty of corruption charges of bribery, and no one's defending that. No one's saying that it was a kangaroo court or a bought judge. We do away with our criminals. You guys endorse them.
Yeah. You know, he's going to go down in history as the worst. Like, they've already said, like, he's the worst president ever. And his supporters aren't going to be treated kindly throughout history either. Like, what is it about him that you just absolutely love so much that you completely overlook all the other horrible shit that he's done and said? What is it about him, Wendy? Please tell us. Because we can never get an answer from you MAGA supporters, Trump supporters.
I don't know. I just think that politicians, they're all bad. They're all. I just think you need a bad person there because Putin's bad. Xi Jinping is bad.
No,
you're not bad, so elect Hitler.
Jesus, that's what y'all are advocating for. Y'all realize that, right? You're advocating for a dictator, a brutal tyrant of a dictator, and you guys don't care. What the hell is wrong with y'all?
It makes zero sense to me to say that the system is bad, therefore we should elect the worst possible person for this.
Trump's asking for your vote, though, isn't he? So how is he a dictator? He wants you to vote.
He's not gonna give up power. He's not gonna give up power, and he didn't willfully the last time he was in office.
Giving up power, is the power just not going to get taken? Or once
he is not going to commit to a peaceful transition of power.
So basically, can Trump be elected in 2024 and then he just decide, America's now a dictatorship?
He can cancel elections, yes, and be immune to that.
Yes.
And you guys are just going to stand there and let that happen? Or
no, I'm going to vote against him.
Right, we're going to vote against him. The Supreme Court allowed him to have immunity, Wendy. Are you paying attention?
Yeah, but wouldn't there be civil unrest?
There's a whole host of shit that he can do now that he has gotten immunity as per the Supreme Court. So God only knows what he's going to try to do when he gets in office.
Well, isn't it more likely the Democrats would do something to overturn the election because obviously they want the war?
Based on what?
Well, like a lot of the assassination on RFK. I can't remember his name. The assassination ages ago was because he wanted to come out of Vietnam, wasn't it? So whenever
that wasn't a Democrat that did that.
Whenever a politician's anti-war, they seem to want to assassinate them in your country.
Can we live in 2024, please?
Donald Trump is not anti-war.
He does not want to be in war with Russia, no.
Is that why he said he wanted to bomb Moscow?
I never heard that, but I've heard him say he's going to stop the war in 24 hours.
He's not going to. He couldn't name a province if there was a gun up against his head.
Yeah.
Which there was on Saturday.
He didn't even know what NATO was prior to 2015. So give me a break. Like this, he's a buffoon. All of his generals, everybody says he's a buffoon. How many? What's the number of the cabinet members that aren't endorsing him?
40 out of 44.
I mean, come on. Like, you guys are just... How do you not see it yet, Wendy? You're being played like a banjo blatantly, out in the open. He's admitting it. He even admitting it. He doesn't care about you. He just wants your vote. How have you not figured this out yet, Wendy?
Well, we asked the same questions of you. Why you're so behind Biden when he's got Parkinson's disease?
He
does not have Parkinson's disease.
So you
That's
look
just
at...
a lie.
In fact...
Wendy, go ahead.
Did you watch the debate and think
1 second, stop
great?
talking. February 28th letter from his Dr. Connard. An extremely detailed neurological exam was again reassuring in that there were no findings that would be consistent with any cerebral or other central neurological disorders such as stroke, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, or ascending lateral sclerosis.
This whole narrative that Joe Biden is incompetent, or now you're saying he's got, Parkinson's, it used to be dementia, now it's something else. The only reason why, this is being perpetrated on the American people is because our media and right-wing media and Trump himself knows that people don't have time to follow politics. So this is the narrative they're telling the politically uninformed and gullible people, because that's all they need. That's enough to get you guys to be rejecting Biden. You don't know dick about his policies. You don't know the fact that he's passed historic legislation. You don't know anything good about Biden. You've never watched a full speech, but y'all don't care. It's enough to have somebody tell you that he's incompetent. So you go, okay, he's incompetent. I'm going to go vote for Trump. It's pathetic, truly.
So you guys looking at Biden and thinking, yeah, he's like totally compos mentis.
I don't know why you guys don't make that same argument for Trump. You guys ignore the very bizarre, blatantly divorced from reality statements that he makes and make it out that Joe Biden is this mentally deficient Mr. Magoo type. If Joe Biden said half the crazy shit that Donald Trump did, you guys would want him done yesterday. But he's not. He's not saying that windmills kill whales and can cause cancer. He's not saying Hannibal Lecter endorsed him, and he's not saying he wants to bang his daughter. Trump says all these things, and you guys say, yeah!
I know,
That's
right?
a sane candidate.
It's truly wild, Wendy. Make sense of that. Make that make sense.
I'm never going to convince you that you should like Donald Trump, but come on, like
you cannot convince me that he is sane. You cannot, based on the statements I just gave you, you cannot convince me that he is more sane. He is in more right mind than Joe Biden.
You still haven't named why you think he's. You still haven't said why you love Trump so much. I mean, we can pretty much guess, but there's all kinds of reasons. But like, what is the main reason why you support Donald Trump?
I tend to gravitate towards those triumphant, strong sort of like alpha kind of like.
Donald Trump is the biggest fucking I've ever seen, bar none. He's complained about the fucking Emmys when he didn't win that. He complained about the Iowa caucus and called that rigged. He's still bitching about 2020. What part of that screams boisterous, screams accountability, screams dignity and knowledge and foresight? He said he didn't know what NATO was until 2 minutes ago. That instills confidence in you. That instills someone who has the know-withal. Why is it that 40 out of 44 members of his administration don't support him? Why is it that his own VP calls him the things that he does, calls him incompetent, says that he's not qualified, not equipped for a second term?
Well, I mean, people say a lot of things, don't they? But they just don't want
the people closest to him.
Yeah, you said that you were here, and then you just got through saying in your country. So you're Australian, and you can't even vote here. So why the fuck are you meddling in our politics? Huh?
I don't know. I'm working.
Hey, don't you have some shrimps to put on the Barbie?
I'm from the UK.
Okay. Well, whatever.
You said you had dual
Australian.
citizenship.
If you want to take the mick out of UK,
but he just got through saying in your
tea.
country. So why? So you're a Brexit? Are you into Brexit?
Nigel. So Nigel Farage, Brexit. Yeah.
Oh, Rupert Murdoch did the same thing to you that he did to the ignorant people over here in America by making them believe that it's just immigrants that are the problem for all your woes. Isn't that right, Wendy? You blame your mediocre life on immigrants, like the mediocre people here in America blame their miserable lives on immigrants. It's wild how Rupert Murdoch has had that effect on people all across the globe, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm very
Truly
anti-immigration. I get called racist for that.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet you do.
I don't think there's anything racist.
It's the same rhetoric. You don't get it.
It's xenophobic.
Rupert Murdoch spreads the same rhetoric, and it works for people everywhere because people are xenophobic. And that is really, really a great motivator to get votes for people. So congratulations. You're no different than the xenophobics we have here in America.
But when you're saying about xenophobics, you're directing that at a group of people. But isn't that just endemic of humans? Are humans just xenophobic? You have to train yourself to not be, but as standard, you just inherently are racist.
No, I don't believe that's inherent. I think that kind of culture, I think racism is not biological, is not rooted within people. I think that is learned culture. And there's no evidence you can give me to suggest otherwise.
Well, I wouldn't go and find a scientific study for evidence, but I think human experience tells us that we just don't like people different to us. It's natural.
But that's not inherent. That's not inherent to human nature.
like humans just want to argue and not like each other and say horrible things to each other, and that's just across the board. I don't see how you could call someone xenophobic. You should call humans xenophobic, or humans are racist.
I can't say that because that's not true among the human species.
If this was my live, I would have flicked your, if I had the power, I would have already flicked your ass out of here, actually, to be honest with you. Because you know what I hate more than anything? I hate people from other countries that come in here and start bashing Biden and pumping up Trump when you guys benefit from social services that we're begging for here in America and that we don't have the liberty to have because Republicans, and you come over here and bash I just hate when foreigners meddle in our politics. It's just it's just one of my annoyances when it comes to politics. So I think I just wish you'd piss off, to be honest with you. Anyway.
Well, I enjoy hearing you say that because getting kicked off by lefties gives me quite a feeling after it.
See, shut up.
Okay, just clean up afterwards, okay? Do you have a point?
He doesn't have one. He's proven to the point that he's these annoying little bastards that come in here and be like, we're just going to get one over on the libs. We're just going to come in here.
Hey guys, if you are enjoying the show, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And if you want to support the channel, you guys can become a YouTube member on this channel, or preferably join the Patreon in the link tree in the bio. Also in the link tree is my TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, and the OK Hi YouTube, which I post news to on a regular basis. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Do that because it's annoying.
Can you tell me policies that Donald Trump has that you support?
Project 2025.
So you support
which parts of it?
Fascism?
Yeah, put the education back in parents, let them decide. Get rid of all the agencies, get rid of the CIA, start again. Get rid of
the agencies. Why would we? So you want to get rid of the the EPA?
Yeah.
Right,
get rid of everything. Start again.
Right. So why would we need to restart the EPA?
What's the EPA?
He's not even from here, Tom. He doesn't even know what you're talking about.
Bro, get out of my life.
No, wait. Don't kick him out. Wait. So one more question. You want to homeschool, right?
If you want me to go, I'll go, but you haven't got any...
No, I'm just asking you a question. I'm just asking you a question.
I just want to make this point.
I just want to make
this point. And then Jaden can finish it off here. The point is, you don't know a fucking thing about Project 2025. You don't know what it does or what it's going to do or the people that will die if what you're saying of getting rid of agencies actually happens, because you don't understand the administrative state. You don't understand our politics. You don't understand how governance works. You literally came in here and talked about the fucking Illuminati. You're as low information as they come, but you're confident. You don't know anything about politics.
That's why Trump appeals to those people, though.
I know he appeals to you because you don't know anything. Yes, thank you for proving my point.
But we're 80 million strong, that's half of your country.
80 million, my ass. You've never cracked 75 million.
My
question to you is, you believe that like-minded parents such as yourself should have the authority to homeschool, yes?
How much you getting paid?
Wait, can you just answer that?
Sorry, ask the question again. What?
Like-minded parents, such as yourself, I assume you're a parent, maybe not, but you believe that people with your mindset should have the authority to homeschool, yes?
I'm not too big on homeschooling.
You said homeschool.
I don't.
You've got a script.
You might have misread me. I don't
He's got
think
a script and he's paid.
No, you said homeschool. You said you want parents to have more authority when it comes to schooling.
Well, yeah. So, your state should get the budget, so the local parents should be able to decide what curriculum is in the school, rather than the state. I think that's.
How are parents qualified to make that decision?
Well, they might, for example, say they don't want LGBTQ to be taught in schools.
What does that entail?
And they'd be right to think that.
Why would they be right? I mean, what difference would that be in me saying I don't want people to learn about Asian American history?
Well, if an ideology is going to make a kid want to take medication
not an ideology.
From blockers, then that would be dangerous. That would affect them for the rest of their lives. So they probably shouldn't.
It's not an ideology though, and there's no studies or statistics that would indicate that mere knowledge, mere curriculum about trans people or gay people makes one more inclined to be that.
If you're saying to kids that you can dress up in a dress and put makeup on if they're a boy, then that's confusing them when they don't need to be confused about that until they're 16.
How is it
18.
confusing them? If you want to wear makeup or wear a dress, what's confusing?
The only person, the only person that's confusing is you.
So, do you guys think a trans woman is a biological woman?
No.
What is a biological woman? Biological meaning that they're alive, right? And woman meaning the gender. So yeah, technically they would be a biological woman.
Okay. So so you're of
If
that.
you mean female, that's a different question.
Okay. I just wanted to see what your standpoint in that is. I don't think we need to go any further.
You're asking me two different things. Biological woman and female are two different terms.
I know. Can you imagine having the audacity in your position to argue with every major medical association in America about this? That's kind of fucking wild. And literally every definition on fucking any place that you could find it, wild. Not surprising. Wild.
Ignorance truly is in xenophobia, transphobia, homophobia. It's all ignorance. And boy, you're taking the cake tonight. You want to go for the trifecta? You have another phobia another ism, whatever that you're fearful or have aversion to there, Wendy?
Well, no, but look, the reality is there's millions of people who are as uneducated and uninformed, and they respond to those charismatic figures like Trump, and you've got to deal with that because
I don't have to deal with shit.
You're going to lose that damn thing.
Send him packing. We're gonna make sure that his ass stays far away from the White House in November and keep all the fascists just like him at bay.
Going to the Gray House, man. Gray Bar Motel.
You're so confident in his ability to win. He's lost 7 elections in a row. He's never won the popular vote.
I so strongly feel like a couple of months ago I was thinking, Biden might have this, but I think he's gonna win the floor with yous.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, you guys were fucking saying red wave last time.
Nobody truly cares what y'all think.
If
It's
America,
all feelings with you guys.
If America had someone a little bit younger and a bit more fitter, maybe they'd have a chance.
More than feelings.
Yeah, because Donald Trump is peak fitness. Yeah, I've never seen anybody more fit than that. The only competition he's being involved in is a McChicken eating competition.
And it speaks volumes of your character. Anybody that supports Donald Trump, it says a lot about who they are as a person. And it's not a flex. Like it's gross. I don't know what you people like you get off. You said that you liked him because he was a strong man. He's a weak man's version of a strong man. Don't get that twisted. He's not a strong man. He's a bully. Bullying does not equal strength. Okay.
So any politician.
It just says a lot about you, Beta Boy.
Well, no. You said Trump is not strong, but if you think of any politician that, whether they're red or blue, they still have to deal with all the hate, all the public sort of opinion. You can't be weak if you're a politician. Like to get nearly assassinated and get back up and say fight. That's
thing,
like,
I know. It was
but where's my shoes? Where's my shoes?
That's a strong man thing to do.
Wait. Where's my shoes?
A strong man thing to do is to take a bullet in the ear. Like, literally, he would have had more damage if he stopped it at Claire's. And you're telling me that that's fucking strength. Was it strength when he dodged the draft? Was that strength? Was it strength when he made fun of service members as losers and suckers and McCain publicly?
I don't know about that.
Was it strength when he made fun of a disabled reporter? Was that strength?
I take the mick out of disabled people all the time. It's funny.
I think that's where this conversation ends.